Hi YouTubers, Al Spence here for Gulf Coast Customs. Excuse this background, let me pause this. Want to do a quick short one here. I got asked a couple times about plug wires. I got the camera tilted odd and everything, so bear with me. I'm doing the Firebird engine. It's a 400. Got velocity stacks, fuel injected it's going to be. Now, I'm just happened to be where I was going to do the plug wires, and I thought, well, this would be a great time to do a little short video. Guys, for some of you new fellas, some of you youngers that's not really work on cars, the spark plugs are located right underneath your valve cover. Get this up where you can see it. I'm looking at it and not seeing it. Right here is the valve cover. Okay, the silver shiny part. Okay. Then right down here, if I can get my vice pin, is these flanges is where on the direction it shows you your headers go, or your exhaust manifold pipes will hook on here. Now, normally they go somewhere in between here, two of them, and then two of them up here. I've seen them stuck right underneath the valve cover edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've seen them spaced out even. You know, guys, the thing's not going to start and drive. We're not going to throw plugs in it. It's your interpretation. Whatever makes it easiest and whatever you think looks good. Some people even, you know, they stick them down here because actually nowadays they are kind of lower. And they run the plug wires down from where the distributor cap would be up here. They actually run them down and under the header pipe and bring them up and connect. Well, that's all good, but you can't see them. You know, if you're going to do this, I try to make whatever I do kind of visible. That's why, you know, but then again, we know it's there. As model guys, we're more the advanced guys, we know how things work, the engine, and we like to kind of do it right. So anyways, that's your call, okay? Now what I do, I select it once I decided which I'm going to put them where they normally are, between the flange 1 up here and 2 right in there. I just take my drill. There's no easy way. Yeah, I wear reading glasses when I do this. I got 20/20, but man, I still can't see this, fellas. You line it up. I put my thumb. There you go. There's a trick I might just show you. I put my thumb up against the edge of the drill bit just to start it, to steady it in spot, and I put a little pressure on as I turn it. And again, guys, you need one of these. This just happens to be, I think, X-Acto. I've seen some cheapies. I've seen some plastics. It don't matter. If it works for you, get it. I quit paying for the high-priced drill bits. I buy mine at TSC has them, Farm and Fleet, and Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight, I bought like $3.95, and there must have been 20, 30 of them in it. But okay, you line it up, put a little pressure, start your drilling. I got to pull this in close, guys, because sometimes it's tough. Now, you got to be careful. You just want it to pop through the initial, the head, the first part that you glue down before you put the chrome valve cover on. You want it on the plastic head. It's the first skin of it. Pop it through, and it went right through pretty easy, that one. Do the second one. Just keep torquing, it'll go through. And there, it popped. You can feel it snap. You can feel it just go right through all of a sudden when you're all the way through. Again, you know, I know some of you advanced builders are probably going to have comments on this and all, but this is for the, you know, somebody out there is going to learn something, I hope. And then I got the front two here. I got my front two. So now I'm going to move back here. And between this header flange and this flange. You know, again, that's where the headers would hook up, or your exhaust pipes would hook up. You see, they would come up here from the bottom. I wish I had mine out. I could show you. But they come up and they hook here through these. There's 4 of them. This one here is a double, guys. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now I'm going to do these two in between these two. And it looks small, and it is, but once you've done couple hundred of these, you tend to whack them right out. And again, a little pressure, keep torquing. Now guys, a lot of times I'll do this before I put my valve covers on. But this time it just seems easier with the valve covers on it. I don't know why. But you got to watch that because you don't want to rub the chrome off. Some guys do. Some guys hate chrome. You know, you got your chrome haters, I call them. They strip chrome off everything and alclad it and aluminize it, oxidize it, Coca-Cola it, whatever. But I'm a chrome guy. I'm old school. That's back when, if you got chrome in a model, you were lucky. There's some of the plastic serine that comes off, you see? That's a no good. Okay, I got that. Now, I'll go back through before I flip the engine and do the other side. I'll bore these holes to make sure. They don't have to be deep. You just need enough to get your wire in and a little rubber boot on it and to look like a spark plug. Guys, back when I first started doing these, my first cars in there was the Red Alert Chevrolet Chevelle. Sorry about that. I'm not going to redo this, so we're going to bear with it. I did the Red Alert Chevelle. I actually won a model contest with it. But without the decals, I was 11 or 12. That kit came out in 71 or 2. It was a 70 Chevelle. And I didn't know any better. I tried to glue the decals on, but it ruined it. But I used sewing thread on my distributor cap and wiring. It's the first time in my little hometown in Ohio. It was the first time anybody had ever seen that. So I guess I was a little ahead of my time. That I was so far behind, I thought I was in first. Again, I come to the back side, guys. Start knocking these 4 out. That went right through. Now, you got to watch it, guys. Sometimes you'll drill right through and you'll keep going because you don't feel it pop through. And you are. I don't know what you're going to hurt. You're going to drill through into the other side of the head and come out the other side of your manifold, maybe. But anyways, just continue on. I'm the kind of guy, once I get going, I drill one, I just do all 8 of them at once and get it over with. Now this one here, see, I didn't feel it go through. So I'm just going to back it back out. I see I got serine on it. I got the plastic. I know it's drilling. I'm thinking about another quick tip I've learned. If you're drilling, for you youngsters, single kids and your dad, you only see them on the weekend. If you're drilling and your drill bit, bing, gets stuck, in other words, you're turning it and you're not getting nowhere, and you know, if you look close, you can see the drill bit's not turning and your handle is just turning on the bit. Just turn it sideways, grab a hold of it real tight, and tighten it up. Just give it a few good tightens, buddy, and you'll get her. Or go ask your older brother, your mom, or somebody to help you, and get it tightened back up, and you'll get her. All right, drill my last one out. Get this one out, and you're good to go, guys. Again, I'm old school. I like my headers and plug wires to show. I like them in between the header bar. The pipes is what I like. In between, you can still see the boots of the plugs, and kind of looks decent. Now you're gonna, if most guys are like me, I do my initial paint jobs. A lot of guys I know, they spray everything in the whole kit gets airbrushed. I'm old school. I still use paint brushes and bottles. I do all my small stuff, items, I hand paint. Unless I'm customizing something with a custom color, I airbrush everything. Okay, there. Now, I don't know if you can see the holes. Yeah, sure. See them? Got a couple there, a couple there. That's all you need. It's a really small drill bit. This kit it didn't have a spot for my distributor cap. It's a Chevrolet. Chevrolet's go in the back. Most Chryslers are up here in the front, above the water pump. But Chevrolet's in the back here. I mean, your basic engine, guys. We're not getting technical. I mean, 350s, 327s, 283s, etc., 427s, 396s. So I went ahead and pilot drilled that, and I took my X-Acto knife and put it in before I put my velocity stacks on it, and I reamed it around a little bit just to make sure it fits. So I got a distributor cap for this, Model Master, and my wires. So now I'm going to clean this up. Now what I do next, before, as you can see in the front, there's a few spots where the paint's been flaked, chipped. This drill bit, rub some of it off the flanges. I'll get it ready and everything. I'll have my wiring cut and everything ready to start wiring it. And before I do, I'll touch all this up. Touch it all up, leave it sit overnight, and or a few hours, let it dry, and then do your wiring, button it all up, do your finishing touches. I've learned not to handle the oil pan too much, guys, when you're doing this. A lot of people, you tend to put your thumb on the oil pan when you drill your holes for leverage, or you side your finger. You can rub that chrome off on it. Easy. I've done it in my older days. You can put a Kleenex on it. It'll help. Or you got to put it on the front of the water pump up here and put your thumb on the back by the bell housing and hold it that way when you're drilling it, just to save your chrome. But if you're a chrome hater and you want to strip the chrome, go for it. That'll help you strip it. So anyways, a quick one on how to do the wiring, and I wanted to do that. I've got to ask a couple young guys. I think a guy was like 12 or 13 was asking me, so there you go, Joshua. That's how I do it. And you guys have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.